Now we all know the devastating hurricanes that's going on in Jamaica. The worst hurricane of all time, I heard. I never heard that before. To all my Jamaicans, my people. I was born in, Brooklyn, New York, but my heritage is from Jamaica, so I consider myself a Jamaican. Half Jamaican, half American, you know, all black. But to all the Jamaicans and also Cubans, Haitians, I don't care where you're coming from. Everyone's gonna get hit with that brunt of that hurricane. Everybody. I thought it was only Jamaica, but it's hurricane season, they said. But it's the worst, they said, of all time. And one of my questions is two questions. Well, one is a question, other is a commentary. First question: why is hurricanes always named after women? That's I don't know. It's the most sexist thing to me, and I'm not one of these people who call it sexism and misogyny and all that. But it's the most sexist shit I've ever seen, where a woman is called after a hurricane because a woman. What hell happened for you? Like a woman scorned? Maybe I don't know. That's just a question I'm putting out there. Second is a comment that I've seen years ago, but it's happening right now, popping up again because of Trump. Not only because Trump and his administration, because of racism. There's, but this has been going on before Trump and Biden years, all that. I've been hearing this somewhat growing up, a racist point of view, where category hurricanes like this hits the islands or Cuba or Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, all that. They're going to get hit for that. And every time I've heard this, and this is recently popped up, I've seen this white pastor talking about that. Yes, white pastor. So you know where I'm going with this. God is doing it. God is getting rid of the sinful, the sinners, and God is, because they do witchcraft.
Huh?
You people are pretty racist. Because I don't believe in pastors or religion and all that. No more, I don't. I grew up in that church, and let me tell you, I'm not gonna go far what white religion is, and there's a white Jesus and white Moses, and you know how those people talk. But this is specifically from white pastors, whether it be Republican or Democrat, I don't know. But they always say this. I've been hearing this since in my 20s, and it's still not. It has resurfaced again, basically saying that because of witchcraft, Jamaica's getting hit. Because of the unholiness that's going on, Haiti's getting hit. Why would God be your hitman? Why would you? How do you know it's not Satan doing it and making sure that you blame God for something he's doing? Why the hell would you use your racism? Because that's what it is. Pure fucking racism. You're racist. Pure and simple. You're just damn racist. That's what it is. Everyone knows it. You just can't come out and say it. You white pastors with this, slavery was okay. I've been hearing some black pastors say that too. I was watching Willie D about this black woman who said she was glad that crack was here and slavery was here, so she get to know Jesus and Christianity. Your people are. I mean, I know she's a coon, but just the fact that people could use religion as a weapon. God's gonna kill the gays. Because God's gonna kill Jews. He's gonna kill the blacks. He's gonna kill everyone except white people, which is the authority of terrorism. If anything, God was gonna hit. He was gonna hit here first. And when they was getting hurricanes in Tennessee and all that, some people was going, see, God don't like race. I was like, no, bro, don't talk like that. Because remember, there's black people in Tennessee. There's FBA's foundational black Americans in Atlanta, all those places. There's black people who live there. I don't talk that kind of way. That's evil. That's pure evil. For y'all to sit here and literally out your mouth as pastors of a church to say that God is a hitman who kills black people only because we're into witchcraft, or Jamaicans or Haitians eat the dogs and the cats. Because people think this is Trump. Again, I always say this, and I repeat it again and again and again. This is not Trump or Republicans or Democrats. This is white supremacy. White supremacy 101. Make sure you understand that. Let me just say this. I do believe in God. I do believe in Satan. I do believe in heaven. And I also believe in hell. Hell doesn't exist yet, but there's a hell coming. Hell on earth exists, though. I do believe in them, but I do not believe America and anybody in this world knows God. You couldn't know him. You couldn't. Because God's not a hitman. He doesn't sit here and hurt you because you do witchcraft. I'm not far from him. That's why I said, for me to point a finger and say, you're not, of God, I'm not of God. I watch adult films, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm not here to point no fingers, but I would never go to a gay person or do any culture, I don't care who you are, and go, God wants you dead. Why? Why can't you just take responsibility and say, hey, you know what? I don't like you because you're black. I don't like you because you're Haitian, you're Jamaican. I don't like you because you're FBA, you're foundational black. I don't like you because you're African. I don't like anything about because you're black. But you're so coward. They're cowards. So to all my Jamaicans, to all the Cubans, to all the Dominicans, to all the Puerto Ricans, to all the Haitians, to all Trinidadian and Tobagoans. Keep your head up, okay? Not all of us in America, and I was born in Brooklyn, okay, but I am a Jamaican, half and half. My heart goes out. My half heart goes out to those people who got to board up those doors, especially when the British ruined the Jamaican dollar. I don't want to go into that and how racist the royal family really is. I'm not going to go into that. But all these evil white pastors, you can go to hell, and that's where you're probably going. Because if you think you're going to heaven, you are. You really think the hatred you have in your heart, you're going to go to heaven with it. To all the Caribbean, to all of you who is going through this hurricane right now, God has your back. Don't listen to those morons. God has your back. Believe me, He does. Remember, God lives in the hearts of men. He don't live in churches in Dominion. He don't sit here and say, I'm the America. I don't care how much they have this talk about God we trust on the dollar bill. That's bullshit. God lives in people's hearts. Okay? May God bless y'all and keep you guys safe. And I hope there's no casualties from this. It probably will be, but I hope it's minimal, under 100 or 50 or something like that, even 20. I heard there's no casualties yet, so thank God for that. You white pastors are pure evil, just pure evil. Haitian. You did this with Haiti when they're doing their thing too, and they're going through some bullshit too. And I feel sorry for my Haitians. I'm not Haitian, but you got my back. I have friends who are Haitian who grew up. I grew up around. See, the way we grew up in Brooklyn was around everybody. FBA. I grew up around Italians. I grew up around Haitians. I grew up around Asian. Imagine you're going through something, your house get ruined, and you hear some white pastor say, "You know what? It's your fault. It's your people's fault. You may have not done it, but your people did witchcraft. That's why God did it." You're pure evil, and there'll be no heaven for none of you.